Hello, everybody. Welcome to the walkthrough of InterviewBee app. InterviewBee is a real time AI assistant built for candidates to help them succeed in their live video interviews. It generates talking points or responses to the questions being asked during an interview in almost real time so that they can answer questions more confidently and promptly. Let's jump to the demo. I'm on the app.interviewbee login page or sign up page. I'll go ahead and click on continue at Google. You can also use the email password approach to sign in and choose a particular account and basically authorize the access. You will land on the onboarding page. The couple of fields, first name, last name, which is pre-filled because of the Google sign in, or you can add yours. It is asking you for the current role or the roles that you're applying for. So let's say I'm a product manager. So I will select these three roles that I'm applying for. There is an optional field for a LinkedIn profile URL. You can add it and click on continue. The last step is where you have to upload your most recent updated CV. So let me do that. You can always update your CV later within the workflow. Click on continue, and that's it. You can see the CV has been uploaded successfully to the app. Now, as a new user or a first time user, you are on the live interview dashboard, right? Where you have to go through the setup process of setting up InterviewBee application for your upcoming company interview or video interview that is scheduled on your calendar, right? Let's go ahead and do that. I'll click on get started. It's a two-step form. Add details where I have applied to Airbnb and there is a job interview scheduled. The job description, which you will have to copy paste from either it's there on LinkedIn or Indeed or even on the company website. So I've kept it open here. So the product lead pilot product. So I'm just going to copy the entire thing without worrying anything and paste it here. Right? That's easy. The type of interview round. Since this is a product interview, I'm going to select product sense, but you based on your interview type, you can select the particular one, and then your CV is which I had already uploaded. Right now, I could have multiple CVs or customized to multiple companies. So for that, we have a selection CV selection process. Once done, this is the last step, which is basically connecting my calendar to view any upcoming interviews that are scheduled. Right. So I click on connect and select the particular email ID and provide the access. Click on continue, and it will fetch all the interview slots that are there on my calendar, which has a video link attached to it. It can be Google Meet, it could be a Zoom or Teams invite, which is scheduled on your calendar. So the name of the meeting, the date, time has been selected, has been collected, right? Once I click on confirm interview slot, it will check all the prerequisites, whether the accesses are provided or not. And then, as next steps, I'll receive an email confirmation. So you'll go to the email, and I can see from John, I've received this live interview setup confirmation, the role, the company name, and interview type and date time. Right. I have a CTA button where I can go and log back in, uh, or switch back to the tab. Right. The next step is a very recommended step that we would definitely need to do, which is basically accessing and reviewing the work experience stories. Right, work experience stories are basically based on your CV and the job description that you have attached. It will generate a list of questions and answers, which will be examples of the work that you have done, which are very relevant to the job that you're applying for, right? So now you can see the question and answers are getting crafted. Great. You can see there are like four or five questions. Number one question, number two, number three, number four, and number five. We- Recommended is to study this because these are typical questions that might be a part of your interview as well, right? If you feel that there is certain answer which is not up to the mark or needs more details, you can always click on edit the answer and add, let's say, 150k ARR, right, and save it. Right, that's simple, right? Once you are done with this a little bit of preparation, click on back to dashboard. Now you can see the dashboard screen has completely changed. There are three sections. The first section is where if you have a new interview setup to be done, you can click and go there. Uh, since we have already created one interview, you can see product lead at the rate Airbnb, which I had just now created, and the date time. And I have a CT of launching or going back and reading the stories, right? Once the interview is set up and completed, as in the interview is done, it will appear in my past interview where I could go through the performance report. So I'm going to click on launch. This we would recommend doing it at least 5 to 10 minutes before the interview so that there's not much hush at that point in time, so that all the prerequisites are there. The first step is to connect the interview room, where if I click on this tab, click on CTA, it will open my interview link, but do not join the meeting room yet because the setup is not complete yet, right? So this is the particular meeting link which is going to be there, which I'm going to join in a few minutes. So do not join it and manually come back. You can see I've already moved to the second step. The second step is to enable the required permissions to microphone and tab audio, right? So I click on enable access. You can see it takes up a pop-up and I would select allow this time, and then it asks me to share the tab, right? The particular tab of the interview room. Do not share window or entire screen, and also remember that the share tab audio should be enabled by default, right? I click on share. The third step is a list of instructions, which basically says that once I click activate AI instant, I should manually switch to the interview room tab and wait to join, or basically ask to join the meeting room, right? And I have to keep the dog window active throughout the interview so that it will be able to generate AI answers in almost real time. I'm going to click on activate AI instant and see, I we can see this particular tab, this dogged window that has come up, right? Just go through the instructions. I can resize the tab as well, uh, to my liking, right? And I can move it across just to be comfortable, right? So I should click on start session by going here and then unmute my microphone after I join. So I'm going to click on ask to join. Once the interview allows me in, I'm going to click on start and just click mute microphone. Hi Pradeep, how are you doing? I'm doing great as well. Thank you for asking. Good evening. Sure. Uh, I have 10 plus years of experience in product management and growth hacking with a strong background in B2B, SaaS, and B2C products. My key skills involve strategic thinking, leadership, communication, analytic, and problem solving skills with fluency in English. And I also have a basic proficiency in Mandarin. As per my career highlights, I have a proven track record in building AI-enabled products and working in a fast-paced, agile software development cycles, doing user research from for 0 to 1 products, and I have a lot of experience in team leadership and CXO consulting. From my education perspective, I've done my MBA from Indian Institute of Management Indore and an exchange program at Subdeco Montpellier Business School in France. Great question. To increase bookings at Airbnb, I'll go through the following four or five strategies. The first strategy is to analyze the market trends, where I identify the seasonal demand and the regional preferences in those markets to inform what kind of pricing and inventory strategy should be set up in place. The second step is to enhance the user experience on the digital properties, which is basically the website and the app of Airbnb. I'll implement personalized recommendations and streamline the booking process to improve the user engagement throughout the journey of logging in to doing a booking. The third step is to optimize the visibility of the listings, where I would develop certain algorithms to prioritize high quality listings so that they can appear at the top and promote relevant properties to specific users based on their requirements or interests. The third is to foster host community, which basically means that I would be implementing more and more incentives and support systems to encourage hosts to improve their listings on the platform and services, which basically will translate to more revenue for Airbnb and bookings. And last, I would also look at expanding the payment options, because if I'm entering a particular market, I would need to integrate all the local payment methods available, just like UPI is available in India, to facilitate bookings from those markets. I do have a lot of experience leading global teams. I have successfully managed teams across different time zones and geographies across India, Dubai, uh, and US. My From a cross-functional collaboration point of view, I've ensured that I have been able to develop products, both B2B and B2C products, across engineers, designers, the main stakeholders, quality assurance engineers, and product managers. I've implemented regular virtual meetings with them, set up clear documentation on Confluence and Jira and Asana, and set up proper feedback loops to maintain the alignment between the customers, between the stakeholders, and also monitor the productivity of the users. Since I'm culturally sensitive, I'm able to adapt to diverse cultural nuances and working styles to foster a cohesive team environment across all the team members. And last, because everything boils down to results, I am focused on delivering high quality products by leveraging agile software methodologies and data driven decision making. Thank you, Pradeep. Thanks again for the interview opportunity. Now that I'm done, I can switch to tab mode. As you can see, the this was what basically the interview was seeing. There was no way that they could know that I had a docked window open on that particular screen, where I was looking at the talking points and was able to frame my answers. Right, the transcription of the interview in real time is available here, and all the talking points that was getting generated are available here, right? So I could literally use this particular screen as well to check the answers and respond to the interview, or I could switch to this window and open it on the interview tab so that I don't have to switch on and off and look at the camera at all points in time, right? Once I am done, I have to click on end session, and it will throw me a pop-up of congratulations, where my performance report is going to be generated and it will be ready in about 10 to 15 minutes. You do not need to worry, because we'll receive an email notification when it is available. So I'm going to click on got it. Like I said, it will appear in my past interviews because it has already been completed. Let's see if my report has already been generated. I'm going to click on analyze report. Great. I can see the report has already been produced. The interview performance report. It rates me as 3 out of 5. 3 in communication, 4 in technical depth, 4 in problem solving, and 3 as a behavioral fit. It gives me an interview summary and areas of improvement, where it is asking me that the pace could be slightly faster to maintain engagement, minimize filler words for smoother delivery. The full transcription is available here, and then there is this interview recording if I want to hear my performance during the interview, or I can click download here to look at the interview performance report, which is something uh, I can open this, and this is basically the interview performance report. It's a similar report of this particular page. Right? Once done, I can go back, click on back, and go back. This is the list of interviews that will show up. Under my documents, I can upload new CVs or update my existing CVs and upload them back. Similarly, job descriptions, all the job descriptions will be available here. And under interview question and answers that were generated versus work experience stories, those are going to be available here, right? There's tutorials and help center, and my subscription plan, where I can see my current plan is a free plan. So I have one live interview. Under basic, I have 5, and pro, I have unlimited. Right. That marks the end of the demo. Thank you for your audience.